Hello and welcome back to another quick video with me, FoxyNoTail, here in my Java server test world, and I'm back with the datapack functions. I did a video a couple of days ago about some datapack functions for some special moves that we get from some basically player heads that you get as rewards from completing achievements. I'm not going to go through the achievements again, but what I am going to discuss is some upgrades I've added to these. I know I only released it a couple of days ago, but I've been up 2 nights straight not being able to sleep, coming up with good ideas, and I've managed to make some major upgrades to these to make these even more fun and slightly less OP as well, because I think it was a little bit OP before. So I'm going to start with Chuck, who is the magic torch, and basically what we need is we need an armor stand, we need Chuck's head, and we're going to take some armor and some creeper stuff as well. So, if we pop an armor stand down on the floor and put a player head, you'll immediately see it comes up with magic torch, monsters will die, and the armor stand magically grows arms. There's a little bit of code there just to say we want arms on this armor stand. We can actually use name tags to change this armor stand as well, and a book, which I haven't given myself. Hang on. If I sneak round the back of this here and press the button, I will get a little book here, which you might have seen something similar to this on Exuma's videos or Hermit Crafts. I have written this myself, I've not pinched it from anyone, and it's very, very simple. I haven't got much going on there, but basically you can hide the arms of an armor stand that you're staring there, or you can show the arms of an armor stand you're nearing there. You can turn the gravity off, you can make the armor stand invisible, and you can make it visible again. You can hide the base plate, which is that thing at the bottom, and my favourite one is that you can make it small as well. And the effects and things will still work on these armor stands when they're small. So you can see at the minute, Chuck's there, and he will kill mobs that are within a certain distance of him, but because he's naked, because he's got no clothes on, he'll only kill them within an 8-block radius. So if we pop a creeper over here, it ain't going to go anywhere, it's going to survive, but if we bring them further this way, you can see they disappear. So it's not a very big radius, that. So in order to increase the radius, let's put him some clothes on, and we start with a diamond chest plate on the top, and that will immediately double his range, and you'll see we're getting some particle effects from him as well, which are coming out the top of his head. Let's make him big again for the time being. So upgrade number 1 is a diamond chest plate. Upgrade number 2 is diamond leggings, but they will only work if you've already got the diamond chest plate on. So it has to go in order: head, then diamond chest plate, then legs. So now that's doubled the range again to 32 blocks by 32 blocks, and then if we put diamond boots on again, that's the maximum range, and that will delete mobs all the way up to 64 blocks away from them. And you can see the mobs aren't disappearing quite as instantly as they did in the last video. That's just because I've done a little bit of optimization work with the data pack, so it's not running 20 times a second every game tick, it's only running every couple of seconds in real life. So that's his maximum distance upgrade. But if we then turn it to nighttime, like so, no, that one, there we go. If we turn it to nighttime and give him a torch, you will see we then get night vision, and it's a recurring 10 seconds while we're in the area while Chuck's loaded. So we'll get night vision as long as we're close to Chuck. But to be honest, with all these horrible particle effects and the way it makes the sky flick off, I don't really like the night vision myself, but it might come in useful for caving or building underground and things like that. So I'm going to take his torch off him for now, so he doesn't give us night vision, and I'm going to put his clothes back on, and he will go back up to the full range. It doesn't matter what order you put the armor on him. You could do boots, then leggings, then the chest plate, and then the head. If you're going to do a combination, you can't, for instance, take the trousers out and get the boost from the boots and the chest plate. It has to go head, then chest plate, then leggings, then boots in order to get the progression on the upgrades. So let's get rid of that, Chuck. We only need 1 round here. And let's look at Big Chicken's upgrades. So similarly again, what we need is we need a big chicken, and we need an armor stand, and we need a little bit of armor and a furnace. Before, all it did was give you 1 piece of cooked chicken every 30 seconds, which if people are going to AFK, that's going to be a lot of chicken for them to get. So similarly, we put the armor stand down, we put the head on top, and we get a title to say that it's been activated, and then he's going to spit out every 4 minutes 1 piece of raw chicken. But we can upgrade him. If we stick a chest plate on him, that'll be 1 piece of raw chicken every 3 minutes. If we put some leggings on him as well, that'll bring the time down to 2 minutes. And if we put boots on him, that'll bring the time down to 1 minute. Now, what we can also do is give him a furnace, and he will cook the chicken for us. So now, with full set of diamond armor and a furnace, he's going to give us 1 piece of cooked chicken every minute. Now, If you then take his diamond chest plate off, you're going to see we're going to lose the sparkles. The furnace is going to do nothing. So it only works when he's got a full set of armor and the furnace to give us cooked chicken. And that's going a lot quicker than it should be. I need to sort the timings out on that. So that's Big Chicken's upgrades. Similarly with Big Chicken, we can also use the armor stand system to change him. We can make him smaller or get rid of his base or get him, make sure that he's got no gravity or anything like that. So they're all adjustable. Any armor stands in the game are adjustable with this book, and I will be giving a copy of this book to anyone that's playing on the server. So now let's look at the Foxy head. Now before it was fairly simple. You put the armor stand down in the Nether underneath some bedrock, put the head on it, and it would immediately explode and drop a used head down that you couldn't then use again. So I've changed it a bit to make it not quite as aggressive and not quite as instant, but it still does pretty much the same thing. Okay, so if we come into the Nether like we did before and we find a spot with some bedrock that is 2 blocks down from our little hole, if we put Foxy somewhere where there isn't bedrock directly above, nothing's going to happen. He'll grow his arms, but that is it. If we put him directly underneath the bedrock, it's going to come up with Hulk Smash, give me TNT. Now the second I give him TNT, he's going to go bang, and because he's naked, he's going to break a 3x3 hole in the roof, and it's a bit big because I've been testing this, as you can see. So I'll do it again a little bit further across so you can see that's exactly a 3x3 hole. Let's just come this way a little bit and find some bedrock that is just there. Let's put it down again. Let's put a Foxy head on there and give him some TNT, and you'll see that does a 3x3 hole. So this one only has one upgrade because we don't want it to be too OP. So let's just head this way a little bit and find another little alleyway, and let's bring him over to here. So now if we put the head on and we give him a full set of diamond armor, you'll see he starts sparkling, and that means he's fully upgraded. Now it won't work if you only give him leggings and a chest plate, and it won't work if you only give him a chest plate. He's got to have the full set in order for this to work, and yes, you will lose all of this diamond armor, so don't use your best stuff, because as soon as this goes off, it all disappears and you'll only get a used head back. So just to prove this works, he's got this full set on. Let's give him some TNT. It goes smash, and if we look up here, it's a 5x5 hole now instead of a 3x3. That's as big as it's going to get, and we get the used one back, which won't work anymore. So if we want to try and do it again somewhere else, and we put the used head on, we can get the arms on and we can dress him up, but it's not going to do anything because it's not the right head. So there we go. We can create a big hole or a small hole, and the reason I've done that is because a small hole's great, but it's very difficult to decorate it, because you need, in order to decorate it, you're going to put blocks all the way around the inside like that, and you'll only have one hole in the middle, whereas a 5x5 you can have a 3x3 hole down the middle. So that's why I've done that. So the entire thing's not completely finished. I've still got to do the Steve head, and I'm also going to be adding another character which is going to do something else, which we've been discussing with my patrons. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this, and if you're wondering why I've made the changes, A, it's more interesting, and B, they were a little bit OP as they were. At least this way it's going to cost you a little bit more to get them fully powered. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!